Ambitious business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs. If you want to learn how you can get funded from $1 to $300,000 in 0% interest capital in the next 30 days and take advantage of the most mind-bending legal loopholes that currently exist inside of the US financial system, you're incredibly lucky that you found this video. My name is Daniel Gerfinkel, and I designed Lucky Credit to provide the go-to white glove, VIP, Cadillac Coupe de Ville funding solutions that guarantees 6 figures of liquid 0% interest capital for ambitious entrepreneurs like Nick, Angelo, and Leo, who all got funded for over 6 figures of 0% interest capital and used it to take calculated risks in business and life to become freer and luckier than they ever could have imagined. 99.99% of people don't know that their credit profile is the key to unlocking massive amounts of cash flow, freedom, time, and opportunity. They also don't know that the same banks most people hate will loan them more money and at better terms than their own friends or family would. These big banks will actually pay you to borrow their money at 0% interest for years without any proof of income or financial documentation if you know how to leverage your credit report properly and play their game better than them. And the best part about this, with Lucky Credit, there's no magic and no luck required to get the banks to actually pay you to borrow their money. Our system beats the banks at this very complex and difficult game on your behalf, so you get all the benefits without any of the hard work. You no longer have to pay insane interest rates on predatory business or personal loans, or 10 to 20% of the funding that you get when working with another funding service. You also don't have to risk blowing up your credit profile trying to figure this all out by yourself. Over the next 8 minutes, I will share the exact blueprint that I use to get myself and my clients funded so we could escape our boring 9-to-5 existences and go on to live the grand adventures we always dreamed of while trying different businesses and investments until we get lucky, all with free money from the banks. And as powerful as the system is for an adventurer like myself, for someone with an existing business, it's going to feel like cheat codes. For example, Nick, who got over $250,000 at 0% interest in his first round of funding. Nick revolutionized how his real estate business operated, since he no longer needed to use his own savings, pay interest, or deal with the annoying and expensive process of getting funds for real estate. Nick was able to lock in $60,000 in profit on a flip project that he wouldn't have been able to secure without Lucky Credit. Now Nick is making more money in his business with less effort than ever before, while enjoying elite lifestyle perks like free first-class travel simply by implementing Lucky Credit inside of his business. But even if you don't have a traditional business or you've struggled getting funded in the past, we can still help you. Angelo, a platinum play button YouTuber, wanted to take maximum advantage of his good credit profile and international lifestyle. But between jet setting and running a media empire, he simply didn't have the thousands of hours required to figure out the credit game all by himself. We developed a custom business and personal funding program that got him funded for over $180,000 in his very first round of funding. Now he can scale his business or investments infinitely while upgrading his lifestyle with no extra effort or cash. Our system is so powerful that it works even if you have limited experience like Leo. Leo just graduated college without a business or a job, but after following our system, we got him funded for over $150,000. Leo now has a level of freedom, liquidity, and financial privilege that only the wealthy elite had before. And with all the Lucky Credit lifestyle tricks and travel hacks, his lifestyle actually looks pretty similar now too. The craziest part about all of these testimonials is that there's no luck required to getting funded. Our unique funding system calculates, customizes, and executes hundreds of complex steps in order to beat the banks on your behalf. I've broken this process down into 3 simple phases so you can understand exactly why our system works so well. Phase 1, we begin with a consultation. This is where we go over your goals, your business, your ambitions, your finances, your dreams, your ideal lifestyle. From here, our team crafts a bespoke funding plan and complimentary credit profile plan to ensure you reach your goals. Most serious entrepreneurs are usually too focused on their actual business and don't have the thousands of hours required to master credit and craft the perfect funding strategies. The banks purposely make these systems hard to navigate so not everyone can take advantage of the insane loopholes that exist. And you can't really blame them. If you ran a bank, would you try and give out your money for free? Or even worse, pay people to borrow your money? To achieve impressive funding results consistently, you need to understand the game, from a big picture overview of how the banks and bureaus operate, as well as all the little details and nuances of the underwriting and application procedures for each credit product. We craft your credit profile and develop a funding strategy in such a way to ensure that you don't have to stress about your funding process whatsoever. You simply lay out what you need and we fulfill it. That brings us to the second equally important phase, execution. Everyone knows a great plan is worthless without proper execution. So why are so many people leaving their funding to chance? When you're getting funded, there's a very specific way that you must set up your credit profile, set up your LLC, and do the applications, whether it's online, in person, or through our relationship managers. You have to go through the right channel, in the right order, at the right time, in the right way, with all the right answers, if you want to properly execute a funding strategy that gets you 6 figures of high-limit 0% interest credit lines. One little mistake when carrying out your funding plan or execution can prevent you from realizing that opportunity you always dreamed of. Don't try and cheap out here and DIY this yourself to save a couple bucks, only for it to cost you the opportunity of a lifetime down the road. Having a team that does this every day and has funded millions of dollars for various clients, ensuring that you do everything correctly, is worth the price of admission alone. But for us, the job isn't finished there. That's when the fun part starts. Phase 3, getting lucky. You can rest assured that when you work with us, you will not only get the latest high-limit 0% interest funding strategies, but you will also get the most up-to-date liquidation and allocation methods. This way, you can use your funding however you desire without extra fees. You also get direct access to me and my team even after you're funded for any question regarding credit, life, funding, luck, Latinas, liquidation, investing, martial arts, allocation, hydration, travel, Latinas, or even credit. What was impossible before is now instantly realizable with the power of Lucky Credit. Wouldn't you feel luckier if you could write a $100,000 check without $1 in the bank? What if you could start $1 million business instantly without using any of your own money? What if you could arrange a meeting with your white whale client at a 5-star hotel in another part of the world with a first-class round trip included for both sides, all for completely free? What would you do if you had a whole year of free time and 6 figures of funds to develop the skills to launch a new business or career? Could you do it? All of these wild scenarios are actually ordinary demonstrations of the powerful system we've developed over the last few years. And at this point, you're also probably wondering if you're qualified and how you can get started. It's actually very easy. All you need is a credit profile consisting of the following: 700 plus credit score with all the bureaus, no negatives and no derogatory marks or bankruptcies on your credit report, and at least a few positive credit accounts with somewhat decent age on them. That's all. If this is you and you need funding sooner rather than later, don't apply for any credit lines before you speak with us. Fill out the quick questionnaire below and we will send you a funding estimate and set up a call to go over your plan. You could be getting luckier a lot sooner than you think. But let's say your credit profile is less than perfect and you still want to work with us to get 0% interest funding. We can still help you with our expedited credit repair and build out services, but you will need additional financial or business resources to take full advantage. Clients like Mike, Eric, and Joey have worked with us to repair and rebuild their credit rapidly and get funded. But even though we're master chefs, we can't cook if we don't have the right ingredients. Don't waste your time or ours if you have bad credit, no money, and no ambition to fix it. If you aren't serious about your situation, we won't be either. And don't even think about touching that button if you have a good credit profile, but you don't have the brains or you don't have the balls to handle 6 figures of capital in your pocket. If you don't have a mission, if you don't have a goal, if you don't have a dream, if you don't have a burning desire to be free and lucky, Lucky Credit is not for you. But, if you are one of the lucky few who understands the potential of 0% interest capital in beating the banks at their own game, you only have to know one more thing before we continue. There isn't a lot of time remaining to take advantage of these incredible loopholes. Lending requirements are getting stricter and banks are closing loopholes every single day. The only way to guarantee 6 figures of 0% interest funding in the near uncertain future is by taking action immediately. If you're ready to take the next steps in revolutionizing the way that you think about and use your credit profile so you can become freer and luckier than ever before, scroll down, fill out our quick questionnaire, get your potential funding estimate, and book a call with us today.